Welcome, everyone. My name is Corinne, and I will be your moderator this evening. I'm excited to welcome Tyler Wallner, Digital Equipment Advisor with Henry Schein, as our speaker tonight. He will be doing an intraoral scanner roundup and a comparative review of the top 3 brands. Before we get started, I would like to take a moment to go over some housekeeping. If you have a question, please type it in the box labeled "Have a Question," and we will answer them at the end. If you would like to contact Tyler, please click on the envelope icon in the speaker bio widget in your console to email him directly. Additionally, if you would like to schedule a demo experience or request a quote, please click on the Schedule Now widget on the right-hand side of your console. And lastly, Henry Schein is not offering CE credit for viewing or attending this presentation live or on demand. Tyler, welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'll pass it on over to you.
Thank you so much, Corinne. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. I'm excited to go over our top 3 brands of digital scanners. My name is Tyler Wallner. I'm a digital advisor with Henry Schein. I've been demoing scanners, enhancing offices' workflows for about 7 years now. So when it comes to scanners, 3D printers, CBCT machines, I would like to say I know a thing or two about them and make my offices proficient in their digital workflows. So without further ado, I'll get into the webinar objectives tonight and what we're going to be covering. So first, we're going to get into the scanners being reviewed. We have the MEDIT scanner portfolio consisting of the MEDIT i700 wireless, the MEDIT i700 wired, the MEDIT i600, and then we have the Dentsply Sirona Primescan, as well as the Planmeca Emerald S. We'll dive into the hardware features with each scanner, how to send cases to a lab and export them as well. We'll go into the notable software features for each scanner and their associated software. We'll dive into what's included with each scanner, what do you get when you actually buy a scanner. And then last but not least, we'll conclude and wrap up here. So the scanners we're going to be going over, as mentioned, from the left to the right, are the Planmeca Emerald S, the Primescan by Dentsply Sirona. The royal blue colored is the MEDIT i600. We have the MEDIT i700 here, and then the MEDIT i700 wireless. We are not going to be doing any scanning with a banana. We also have the scan tips pictured to the right. This is the MEDIT i700 wired wireless scan tip on the left. We have the titanium scan tip from the Primescan by Dentsply Sirona. Second to the left, we have the Emerald S scan tip. Second to the right, and on the far right, we have the Emerald S slimline tip from Planmeca. So next, we're going to dive into the hardware features of each, kind of the nuts and bolts of each scanner, what makes them unique, what differentiates them from other scanners on the market. And we're going to start with the MEDIT i700 wireless scanner. You'll notice with the MEDIT i700 wireless, the most obvious thing, it doesn't have a wire. It's wireless. It's like a dog off its leash. It comes with 3 batteries. Each of these batteries lasts about 8 hours on standby mode. You're going to get about a full hour of scan time with each battery, about 30 cases actually for each battery. It has the gesture control button here in the center. The scan button, start and stop, is the blue button here. The scanner also has a detachable handheld grip, so you can screw in the grip to see if you would like a pen grip or a handle grip, which is unique to MEDIT i700. Really, the scanner coming in at 70 frames per second is one of the faster scanners on the market. It's very lightweight. It comes with 4 scan tips, all the calibration utilities as well, and one of the more popular scanners on the market as of recent. Next, we're going to move to the MEDIT i700 wired, which is featured here. You'll notice it has a USB-C detachable cable here. So with most scanners, whenever there's issues that occur with the scanner, it's usually something to do with the scan cable. This is really nice because with the USB-C detachable cable, if anything goes awry, you can always just replace the cable for a couple of bucks. It has the UV light control option here, the gesture control button as well, the stop and start, blue button check mark here. Again, it comes with 4 autoclavable tips, reversible for the maxillary and mandibular arch, and it comes in at 70 frames per second as well. And moving along to MEDIT i600, which was just released at the same time as the MEDIT i700 wireless. The MEDIT i600 also has the detachable USB cable. Again, great for if any issues go awry, it's with the cable. You'll notice with the i600, it doesn't have the gesture control button here in the center, so you won't be able to auto advance your scans directly from the scanner itself. But very lightweight. This is a very popular option for offices looking to equip each of their operatory rooms with a fast scanner that doesn't hurt the wallet too much. This comes in at about 35 frames per second in comparison to the 70 frames per second with the i700 wired and the wireless. But great scanner overall, very lightweight, very easy to use, and very economical. Next, we're going to move on to the Primescan by Dentsply Sirona. With the Primescan, you'll notice it's a little bit larger than the MEDIT scanner options. This has a built-in anti-fog mechanism, so it's a little bit warm to the touch when you're using it. This is also processing about 30,000 images per second, making it one of the fastest scanners on the market. What I really like about the Primescan is the titanium tip here. So with the titanium tip, very easy to disinfect. You simply just take a cavity wipe to the entire scanner as well as the mobile cart that it comes with, which boasts a 27-inch touchscreen display. It's medical grade. It has medical grade casters as well, so you can easily roll it in between your ops. But the disinfection protocol in a COVID world that we live in makes it really nice for just simply taking a cavity wipe, wiping everything down, waiting about a minute for kill time, and then you're off to the next operatory room. So very ergonomic, very fast, and very easy to disinfect. What I like about the Primescan is it has about a 60-minute battery life, so you are not kind of tied to the electrical outlets within each operatory room. This will last about 60 minutes of scan time without being plugged in. So just to touch on the Primescan tips as well, not only does it have the titanium scan tip that I mentioned that you can easily disinfect with a cavity wipe, you also have the option of 2 single-use sleeves with the steel sleeve, which has a nice viewing window on it, and then just simply the single-use sleeve, which is a plastic sleeve that is available as well by Dentsply Sirona. So one thing to notice as well with this scan tip on the Primescan, if you look at the top left corner, it's much larger than its predecessor, the OmniCam, and that is by design. The Primescan is able to scan full arches, probably easier than any other scanner on the market. The large scan tip does not impede on getting the back molars. It just makes it faster, easier to use. And if you look at the bottom left corner as well, we have about 5 times as more data being acquired on the Primescan than we do have on the OmniCam. So great scanner, great for full arch, great to disinfect, very fast, very friendly. When it comes to the Planmeca Emerald S, this is a great option. Again, similar to the MEDIT, it has a USB-C connection cable, which you can replace easily if broken. What I like about the Planmeca Emerald S is it has the anti-fog feature built into it as well. The scan tip has a large field of view on it. You can also, which is unique and I think kind of fun, you can switch the color of the sleeve. So you can customize the appearance of your Emerald S. I just have gray on to match my sweater, of course, but you can use green, pink, blue, just something unique to the Emerald S scanner, but it's fast, easy to use, small, very lightweight as well. This is probably the smallest scanner on the market in terms of size, and really a great option, especially those using the Romexis imaging software already. This integrates very well. I'm going to move along now to the digital workflow. So I'm going to cover for each scanner how one would set up a case, how the scanner would acquire the actual scans. I've pre-recorded some videos of scanning myself, set up a model so you can see actually how, where rubber meets the road, if you will, how the scanner works intraorally. We're going to acquire the scan, and then I'm going to act as if I were to send that case to the lab or export it, whether to a lab or export it for 3D printing, let's say. So first we're going to start with the MEDIT. So this is if I were to start a restorative case. I've selected tooth number 30 here. I've selected a zirconia crown. I've selected the material, but then we're not doing that. So I selected a night guard, selected the maxilla arch. So what I'm going to do now is select scan. It's going to open up MEDIT-Scan for Clinic software. And from MEDIT-Scan for Clinic software, you can see how it works. So I'm going to capture the upper arch first. So this is sped up a bit. You can see my real speed scan time in the top right corner. It takes about a minute to scan the upper arch for me. Once I'm done with the upper arch, I'm going to move to the lower arch. So I'm going to scan occlusal lingual buccal. I'm using the MEDIT i700 wireless scanner in this video here. So I'm scanning at about 70, 75 frames per second. After I capture the lower arch, I'm going to move to capture the bite. So I'm going to capture the bite here by doing a teeter-totter motion. After I get the green light, I know that I've captured the bite on one side, and I can do the same on the other. So I'm going to hit it complete. I have three options. I can process the data as is, fill in the major holes, or export the scan for 3D printing. I just chose to export and fill in the major holes. So this is the scan. When it's completed, I can select to order it to my lab, or I can select to export it. Here I'm exporting the scan. I'm selecting all the files available. I'm saving the scan on my desktop, and it's available for me to send to my lab or 3D print. Again, select PL-wide files, STL files, all of my scans I acquired, and it appears on my desktop where I saved it. So really easy to use. The workflow is very intuitive when it comes to MEDIT. When it comes to Primescan, here I'm setting up a case, enter the last name, first name, date of birth. 1950, I'm actually not 72 years old, although the baby face might say otherwise. But here we're going to select our case. We're going to set up our case. I just selected this as if it were a crown on tooth number 30. We can select our material, select our shade, and we can select our lab as well. But I'm going to be doing a scanning for a night guard. So I selected the splint down below. So I'm going to scan the lower arch first with the Primescan. I'm going to follow the scan pattern of occlusal lingual buccal. With the Primescan, you'll notice my capture view is in the left. You'll see that once the scan is completed, it will post-process the image. Here I'm going to the upper arch. I struggled a little bit with the interiors here, but again, occlusal lingual buccal. I scan a bit of the palate, I guess just for fun, and then I'm scanning facial here. Once that's complete, I'm going to be moving to the bite down below. So again, teeter-totter motion, I'm going to be looking for a green check. Once I have that green check, I know I've captured the bite. So after I'm done scanning, I'm going to move into the model phase. In the model phase, I can analyze my scan with both the maxillary and mandibular arch. I can view my model contacts, right? And from here, I can choose to send this case to a lab. I can select what lab I'm going to be sending it to, save all the data, or if I want to export the file for, again, something like 3D printing, I can choose what file type I'm exporting as, export it to something like my desktop, and use the files from there. Emerald S, and if we're starting a new restorative scan, we're going to click the scan module. We're going to select what type of tooth we are going to be doing restoration on. We're going to select the type of restoration, what library it is, what shade and material we're going to be using, and then we are going to advance to the scan section. So from here, we can also look at what a non-restorative scan would be like. With a non-restorative scan, we're going to fill in our patient information. We're going to hit the scan option above, and then we are going to click the non-restorative option and then move forward on our scan. When we acquire the scan, we're going to scan the maxillary arch first. We're going to move in the occlusal lingual buccal pattern. Once done there, we're going to move to the lower, and then we're going to move to the bite. Here you can see we're capturing the bite on one side. Once we're done with there, we go to the other. We're making sure that the arches click together. You'll hear a sound once they do. And afterwards, we know we've captured the bite for our non-restorative scan. So moving along, what do we do when the scan is done? When we've captured all of our data for the lower, upper, and the bite, we can send it to the lab up top here. Put in our lab information, put in the clinic information, or we can export it to Romex's cloud and send to the lab from there, or we can export it to send. We can just save it to our desktop, and all of these scan files will send afterwards. So moving along to the notable software features of each scanner, we're going to go over what software qualities make each scanner unique. So starting off with MEDIT, I will preface and say I love the fact that all of MEDIT's apps are free. So whether you're a non-MEDIT scanner owner or not, you can download the MEDIT Link app if you're just a MEDIT owner. But if you want to use any of their notable software features, for example, like MEDIT-Design, which is great for comparing scans when patients come in over time. So you can see any gingival recession, any grinding of the teeth. You can overlay a patient's scan one over the other to see any progression within their intraoral cavity. And then you can look at the ortho simulation. This is great for clear aligner cases and patient acceptance. We'll offer 3 different simulations for the patient to see what their teeth could look like now, after, or before and after clear aligner treatment. They also have within ortho simulation, you can do what's called a face scan from MEDIT, so you can actually scan your face. I haven't gotten good at that, or otherwise I'd show a video, but it's very unique to MEDIT. I don't know of any other scanners where you can actually scan your own face to incorporate that within patient presentation of the case. And last but not least, the MEDIT Smile Design. Within MEDIT Smile Design, it's more so for cosmetic cases and case acceptance to show a patient, here's where you're at now, here's where you could be at after treatment. What I want to showcase first is MEDIT Splint, which recently came out, which is a great way for offices to make night guards for free with the AI creation module. So within a few seconds here, after scanning the lower, upper, and the bite for the patient, the MEDIT Splint software will offer you a splint design. You can complete it, or if you want to make any edits, you can choose 3 points. You can see the surface offset, how smooth the surface is, the size of the splint, what the splint would actually look like, how thick you want to make it. You can also make any critiques to the design, and you can also label the splint as well in the event that you're printing multiple splints for multiple patients at once. They hit accept, and then your splint will be available for export, so you can 3D print it. So a free way to create night guard splints by MEDIT-Send software within just a few seconds. Definitely a game changer. Also, the MEDIT Model Builder is great if you're looking to specifically 3D print your models. So you'll select 3 points of reference. You can select the height of your base of your model articulator. You can hollow it out, keep it solid. You can put the name on the model articulator as well. And then once you're done, you can accept the model changes. And then again, you can export that out for 3D printing purposes. So Model Builder and Splint by MEDIT, very easy, very intuitive softwares available to everyone for free. When it comes to the Primescan, some notable software features that they boast. You can upgrade your Primescan skin-only software to the CEREC Software 5, which is great for designing anything from crowns, bridges, veneers, inlays, onlays, and then sending those designs to your CEREC specific mill. It's gotten very intuitive. Your design work for a crown is simply 5 clicks. We'll show a video here shortly. But that is available for upgrade on the Primescan. There's also the AuraCheck 5 software, which is great for patient monitoring. You can do things like analyze the volume measurements, 2D cross-sectional, and anything related to distance analysis as well. I will show a video on that here. So this is a patient, and we're looking at their gingival recession. So we import one scan that they had, and then a few months later, this is another. We can see the gingival recession on their gum line here, and we know that the purple indicates that it's about 0.5 millimeter of recession. This is a great case for plaque analysis too. You can see the plaque buildup over 2 cases on a specific patient. In here, you can analyze the volume of a patient who recently got a crown. You can see where they were at prior and where they're at now for the onlay showcased here. So again, this is all available for free on the AuraCheck 5 software that comes with the Primescan. The CEREC Software 5, which is the design software that I mentioned, once you complete a full art scan, you'll set your model access here in the first stage. Next, you're going to trim any areas that are of excess. This is drawing the margin, so it does a great job of auto-margination. I just had to make a quick adjustment here. And then the proposals that it generates are usually pretty spot on. Here I'm just checking the contacts for the proposal generated. We can check the bite here, make sure everything looks good, and then we can send it to the mill to manufacture. Here's what the crown would look like. And if we were to send that to our CEREC mill, do a zirconia, it would mill in around under 5 minutes. So really easy, intuitive software for crown designs available for upgrade on the Primescan unit. Some notable software features on the Emerald S include the Planmeca Romexis model analyzer, which allows you to analyze any digital impressions from dental models. The PlanCat Easy software, which was showcased when I was scanning with the Emerald S scanner, very easy to use. And the Planmeca PlanCat Premium software is as robust as it gets for any type of design softwares available in the dental industry. It doesn't get any better than the PlanCat Premium software. But what I like most about the Planmeca software suite is Romexis 6. Romexis 6 is the definition of an open architectural software, imaging software. So it can be an all-in-one imaging suite for anything from your digital sensor images, your intraoral camera images, your 3D images, your scanner images, anything you can think of, whether it's acquired or not from a Planmeca imaging device, can be housed in Romexis 6. The design capabilities Primescan 6 has are top-notch, very robust, very user-friendly, and as open as it gets when it comes to imaging softwares in the dental industry. So I'm going to progress here to what's included with each option, whether it's warranty, support, what's actually in the box when you purchase a scanner. We'll dive into that here. So starting out with MEDIT, here is the MEDIT i700 scanner when you open it up. The MEDIT boasts a 1-year warranty. You have the option of extending that for 2 additional years, making it 3 years total for about $1,700. It has the USB-C detachable scan cable that we mentioned in the hardware section. It comes with 4 scan tips, the calibration unit as well, access to all the MEDIT-Link applications, including MEDIT-Link for Clinic, which is the scan software. Comes with a typodont as well. If you're getting the MEDIT i700, comes with that detachable handheld element, as well as 3 wireless batteries and the battery charger. And it comes with a wired attachment as well. So if you forget to charge your batteries at night, you can simply plug in the wired cable as well and still remain scanning on the MEDIT. We offer Henry Schein through our Digital Success Partners offers in-office training for anyone that purchases a MEDIT through Henry Schein, which is unique and specific to other distributors of the MEDIT scanner, being that in-office training. We really hold your hand if you need it to be held. Moving along here to the Primescan. What's included with the Primescan is the 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty from Dentsply Sirona. It also comes with the option of extending it for 7 years of warranty if you join the CEREC Club, which is about $199 a month. So you'll get the Connect software that was featured earlier, the AuraCheck software, and the CEREC Ortho software are all included with the Primescan unit. Comes on that medical grade cart, which has the easy rolling casters, the 27-inch touchscreen display, which is very easy to disinfect with just 1 cavity wipe. Scan tip the entire unit, really easy to use. Comes with 1 year of CDocs membership. CDocs is a great way for you to enhance your learning on the Primescan and the software included with it. The community within CDocs, any question that anyone's ever had related to Primescan or CEREC has been asked and has been answered with CDocs. So you get 1 year subscription for that. It also comes with in-office training with a Henry Schein Digital Success Partner as well. And rest assured that Dentsply Sirona and Henry Schein offer technical support on the Primescan unit. Needless to be said, it also comes with the calibration unit as well. And finally, what comes with the Emerald S? Comes with the USB-C detachable scan cable. Comes with 2 scan tips, the calibration kit, the laptop, which has a 3-year warranty included on it, which also has the Planmeca-Scan software that was featured. It comes with 1 year of Romexis Cloud for any cloud storage if you want to send your cases through Romexis Cloud. Also has those unique scanner sleeves. So if you're bored with the color gray and want to switch it up, you definitely have options featured here. It comes with a practice typodont as well. And Planmeca takes care of all the training when it comes to Emerald S sales. Planmeca has an incredible support program, technical support, where they can remote in, advise, and resolve your issues pretty quickly. So the laptop and scanner, everything included with the Planmeca Emerald S unit. And I want to wrap up by saying, with all these scanners, a lot of these unique features, or what was unique features in the past, things like being powder-free or scanning in color or being able to do shade detecting is all standard now. The software scanner technology is only getting better and better. So find a scanner and a software that meets your needs for your office. Reach out to your local Henry Schein representative. They're more than happy to schedule a digital advisor like myself or the local equivalent of me to do webinars, to do demos for these scanners, to find which piece of technology best meets your practice's needs. So I want to open it up to questions here. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for evaluating all 3 scanner options, or all 5, I should say. And I'm happy to hear if anyone has any questions now.
Thanks, Tyler. All right, let's open it up to some Q&A. We have a few questions here. Our first question reads, what is the easiest scanner to disinfect?
Good question. I would definitely say the Primescan by Dentsply Sirona has the titanium tip here, which you can just take a cavity wipe, disinfect everything on here, on the scanner itself, the cable, cord, and the cart unit itself, as opposed to all the other scanner options in which the scan tips are autoclavable. They're plastic like this. They last somewhere around 850 to 300 scan uses, but in terms of ease of disinfecting a scanner, definitely the Primescan by Dentsply Sirona, I would say, is the easiest.
All right, thank you. Our next question is from Amy, who asks, do you have to buy a laptop for each scanner?
All the scanners mentioned here outside of the Dentsply Sirona Primescan, a laptop would be included in the proposal or made available for purchase. So the Primescan comes on that integrated medical grade cart, whereas all the other options, including MEDIT and the Emerald S, you would need a laptop for them. Typically, we see users getting like a mobile laptop cart and putting the laptop and the scanner on said cart and then rolling that in between their operatory rooms.
All right. And Michael asks, what are the subscription fees of each scanner and are they mandatory?
Great question, Michael. For the subscription fees for each, they're all optional. When it comes to the Primescan, you have the optional $199 a month to enroll in the CEREC Club, which again would extend your warranty for about 7 years if you pay the $199 a month club fee. It would also provide you things like free software updates, free technical support, but it's not mandatory. So if you don't pay the $199 a month, then you can still scan, send to your labs. You just wouldn't get the ease of technical support, and God forbid you drop the scanner and need it replaced. The subscription of $199 a month allows you to get a replacement scanner for about half off. When it comes to the MEDIT, there is no mandatory subscription fees with MEDIT, which is great. If you want to enhance your cloud storage capabilities with MEDIT, they have a few monthly plans that you can choose from, starting at about $1 a month to upgrade your storage with MEDIT. And then the Emerald S, same thing. There's no mandatory fees with the Emerald S, but if you do want to enhance your cloud storage within Remex's cloud, you can pay monthly to have more storage available from within the Remex's cloud. So different than a few years back when everything required a subscription. Now the subscription and the annual fees are not mandatory but optional.
All right. And our last question is from Jeff, who asks, if I am running Remex's imaging software, what is the best scanner for me to integrate? Is it the Emerald S?
Yes, if you're running Remex's imaging software, the easiest scanner to integrate into your Remex's software would be the Planmeca Emerald S. Anytime you keep families of products within the same digital workflow, the easier things are going to work. So with the Planmeca Emerald S scanner, it's integrated into Romexis directly. You can export your scans from another scanner from within our to Romexis imaging software. But if you want a seamless workflow, start to finish, the Emerald S scanner is going to be your best bet to integrate into Romexis imaging software.
All right. Well, thank you, Tyler. That wraps up our Q&A for tonight. So thank you for the wonderful information this evening. And thank you all for attending tonight's webinar. As a reminder, if you would like to contact Tyler directly, please click on the envelope icon on your console. Or if you're ready for a demo experience or would like to request a quote, please click on the Schedule Now widget on the right side of your screen. We also did record tonight's webinar, and we'll be emailing the recording out sometime in the next week. If you are interested in attending future webinars, please visit www.henryscheindental.com/webinars. Lastly, we would appreciate your feedback via our survey that will pop up on your screen shortly. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on future webinars. Thanks again, Tyler.
Thank you.